Have you ever heard about this important archaeological findings, Muziris Papyrus? The world's very first trade agreement took place about 2000 years ago in South India, the then Sera Nadu. We have obtained strong evidence of the original agreement in papyrus in archaeological sites there. Is it hard to believe? That document still exists. We have compiled the news reports that emerged at that time for your reference. But still we are exploring other fields without recognizing the value of the work we have in our hands. If this kind of discovery or well-documented archaeological evidence were found in some other countries, they would celebrate it and make it as world news. But yet, we remain unaware of this significant finding and archaeological achievement happened. This video reveals all about this important archaeological discovery of this century in detail. Have you ever wondered about the secrets hidden within the folds of ancient texts? Imagine an artifact so powerful, it unravels the mysteries of a bygone era, revealing the intricate tapestry of global trade and cultural exchange that once flourished across vast oceans and continents. This is the story of the Muziris Papyrus, a remarkable discovery that has captivated scholars and historians alike, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the rich maritime heritage of ancient Tamil Nadu. Let me take you back to the late 20th century, when a team of archaeologists embarked on an extraordinary excavation in the Indian state of Kerala. Beneath the soil of Pattanam, near the city of Kodungallur, they unearthed fragile fragments of a papyrus document, written in the language of ancient Greece. Little did they know, this discovery would soon unlock the gates to a world long forgotten, the vibrant port city of Muziris. Can you envision the painstaking efforts of renowned Egyptologist Sijpestagn and their team as they meticulously pieced together these delicate fragments? Their groundbreaking work culminated in the publication of the Muziris Papyri in 1985, unveiling the contents of this extraordinary document to the world. But what secrets did it hold? Imagine the bustling scene of Muziris, a thriving coastal settlement that served as a pivotal hub in the spice trade during the 2nd or 3rd century CE. This ancient port city was a gateway for merchants from across the world, seeking to access the coveted spices, textiles, and precious goods of the Indian subcontinent. Can you picture the colorful array of goods being traded, the haggling of prices, and the mingling of cultures as traders from distant lands converged upon these shores? While the Muziris Papyrus itself is a Greek document, its discovery underscores the inextricable link between Tamil Nadu and the ancient maritime trade routes. For centuries, the coastal regions of Tamil Nadu played a vital role in facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas between civilizations. Have you ever wondered about the vibrant ports that once dotted the Tamil coastline, serving as bustling centers of commerce? The Muziris Papyrus was discovered around 2 decades ago, and is significant for providing insights into the Indo-Roman trade network. This document, which is a loan agreement between a merchant and a financier from Alexandria, Egypt, for an expedition to Muziris, serves as a crucial piece of evidence about the extensive trade relations between Muziris and Alexandria. The papyrus details the commodities traded, primarily pepper, the journey logistics, and the complex financial arrangements that were essential for such large-scale maritime trading. The document is notable for revealing the enormous values involved in these trades. The story of Muziris starts from early 3000 BC when Babylonians, Assyrians and Egyptians came to the Malabar western coast in search for the spices. Later these Middle East groups were joined by Arabs and Phoenicians. And gradually Muziris in Kodungallur entered into the cartography of world trade map. Then onwards, Muziris holds the key to a good chunk of South India as ancient history, now the ancient trade route. Tracing back to the history of Muziris is not an easy task. Ancient literature provides some vital clues in this regard. Early Tamil literature known as Sangam literature and the Greco-Roman accounts are clear in linking this port town with the early Cheras. Present Chendamangalam in the Muziris heritage region, and the original name of which was Jayanthamangalam, named after the Pandyan king Jayanthan, supports the view that Pandyan sway extended up to Periyar in the 7th century AD. The fact that 10 out of 13 important Vaishnavite temples of Malnadu were situated south of river Periyar in the 9th century indicates the Pandyan influence in the region during the time of Jatila Parantaka, 765 to 815, who claimed to be a Parama Vaishnav. Part of Malabar, south of Kerala, was under the sway of the Pandyans of Madura. In the 1st century AD, Pliny has recorded that Nisinda in the Pamba valley was in the domain of the Pandyans. Muziris was subjected to attacks from the pirates of Nitrias. And the attack of the Nitrians must be in reprisal to the conquest of Muziris by the Chera king. And the Tamil literature Agam says that Utian Cheral was the first Chera king whose territory is said to have extended up to the western sea. In the Tamil literature, Agam 149 there is a statement that a Pandya king invaded Kodungallur of the Cheras with a large elephant force. This means that the Pandyan kingdom extended up to the river Periyar at that time. The much-quoted Akan Anuru poem 149 mentions that the well-built crafts of the Yavanas or Yona came on the Periyar. Puran Anuru 57 poem mentions that a Pandya Vantan besieged the port of Muziris. Puran Anuru 343 graphically describes the backwater scenario around Muziris. Patirupattu 55.4 mentions about the bunter where the ornaments that came through sea are stored. Many a literary reference can be found on Chendamangalam. Muziris was a port city, among the earliest of its kind in the world. Spice city to the ancient reporters. Muziris was also known as Murchipattanam. In Ramayana, Murchipattanam is the place where Sugrivas, one of the Monkey King, sleuths scurried through while looking for the abducted Sita. When South India established itself as a major center for spice, it was the ancient port of Muziris that emerged as its hub. Sangam literature describes Roman ships coming to Muziris laden with gold to be exchanged for pepper. According to the 1st century annals of Pliny, the elder and the author of Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, Muziris could be reached in 14 days' time from the Red Sea ports in Egyptian coast purely depending on the monsoon winds. However, tragedy struck in 1341, when the profile of the water bodies in the Periyar river basin on the Malabar coast underwent a major transformation and Muziris dropped off the map due to flood and earthquake. However, the remnants of the port and its erstwhile glory still remain as reminders of an eventful past. They are being conserved and preserved for future generations through one of India's largest conservation projects, the Muziris Heritage Project. Supplementing the Muziris heritage sites are 21 museums and other landmarks that aim to educate people about 2000 years of Kerala history. Now let's list the contents and conditions mentioned in this ancient trade agreement. The contexts state that the Muziris Papyrus is a loan agreement between a merchant and a financier from Alexandria, Egypt, for an expedition to Muziris, and that it reveals the enormous values involved in these trades. The papyrus gives precise details of one particular cargo sent to the Egyptian port of Berenaik from Muziris aboard the ship Harmapollon. The total value of the goods, calculated as worth 131 talents, enough to purchase 2,400 acres of the best farmland in Egypt or a premium estate in central Italy, is jaw-dropping. And a single trading ship such as the Hermopolis could apparently carry several such consignments, each worth a small fortune. The papyrus document lists the key commodities being traded between Alexandria, Egypt and Muziris, an important trading port on the southwest coast of India. This includes details on the trade of pepper, which was a highly priced and lucrative spice. Trade logistics. The papyrus outlines the logistics of the maritime trade journey, including the route, mode of transportation, and the parties involved, a merchant and a financier from Alexandria. The document reveals the complex financial structures and agreements that facilitated these long-distance trade operations. It provides a glimpse into the loan arrangements, risk-sharing, and profit-sharing mechanisms between the merchant and financier. By documenting a specific trade agreement, the papyrus indicates the enormous scale and value of the Indo-Roman trade network. The contexts suggest the enormous values involved in these trades, highlighting the economic significance of this maritime commercial activity. The Muziris papyrus demonstrates the interconnectedness of the economies of the Roman Empire and the Indian subcontinent through this extensive trade network spanning the Indian Ocean. So in summary, this rare ancient document provides unparalleled primary source evidence about the intricate workings, scale, and importance of the Indo-Roman trade that linked the Mediterranean world with the markets of South Asia centuries ago. It is a valuable historical artifact that sheds light on this pivotal chapter of ancient globalization. The Muziris papyrus provides evidence of the extensive maritime trade networks that facilitated the flow of goods, people and capital between the Mediterranean region and the Indian subcontinent, with Muziris serving as a critical node in this ancient system of interconnected economies. While the Muziris papyrus itself is a Greek document, its discovery underscores the inextricable link between Tamil Nadu and the ancient maritime trade routes. For centuries, the coastal regions of Tamil Nadu played a vital role in facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas between civilizations. Have you ever wondered about the vibrant ports that once dotted the Tamil coastline, serving as bustling centers of commerce? Envision the natural harbors of Pumpuhar, Kaveri Pattinam, Arikamedu, and Korkai, where traders from the Roman Empire, Greece, Arabia, and Southeast Asia converged to engage in lucrative trade. Can you imagine the Tamil merchants and seafarers navigating the vast Indian Ocean and beyond, exchanging spices, pearls, silk, and precious stones for gold, wine, and exotic goods from distant lands? The Muziris papyrus itself is a remarkable testament to the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations. Written in Greek, this document contains intricate details about the maritime trade practices of the time, including cargo manifests, shipping routes, and commercial transactions. Can you fathom the complexity of the economic and cultural exchanges that flourished along these ancient trade routes, connecting the Indian subcontinent to the Mediterranean world? Beyond its historical value, the Muziris papyrus serves as a reminder of the enduring spirit of exploration and commerce that has characterized human civilization for millennia. It reminds us that even in ancient times, societies were interconnected and the exchange of goods and ideas transcended geographical boundaries. Isn't it fascinating to ponder the boundless curiosity and ingenuity of our ancestors? Today, the fragile fragments of the Muziris papyrus are carefully preserved and housed at the Vrije University in Amsterdam, Netherlands. This prestigious institution serves as the custodian of this priceless historical treasure, ensuring its protection and accessibility for future generations of scholars and researchers. Can you appreciate the immense responsibility of safeguarding such a delicate and invaluable artifact, a tangible link to our collective past? According to additional research beyond the initial context provided, The Muziris trade was known to involve a wide range of commodities beyond just pepper. Some of the other key goods that were traded through the Indo-RomanTrade network centered around Muziris include spices. In addition to pepper, other valuable spices like cinnamon, cardamom, and ginger were important trade items. Textiles, fine Indian cotton fabrics, silks, and dyed textiles were highly sought after in the Roman Empire. Gems and precious stones, diamonds, emeralds, sapphires, and other gemstones were traded from India to the Mediterranean. Ivory, elephant ivory, was a prized luxury good exported from the subcontinent. Aromatics, frankincense, myrrh, and other fragrant resins were part of the Muziris trade. Metals, Indian iron, steel, and other metals were exchanged for Roman gold and silver. Tropical woods, valuable timber like teak was traded from the forests of southern India. So while the Muziris papyrus specifically highlighted the trade of pepper, the broader Muziris trade network encompassed a diverse array of high-value commodities that flowed between the Roman Empire and the Indian subcontinent. This expansive commercial exchange was a hallmark of the Indo-Roman trade system. Regarding some of the common stopover points along the Indo-Roman trade way, the information given focuses more on the endpoints of the journey, Alexandria as the origin and Muziris as the destination. However, without more specific details in the provided context about the trade route documented in the Muziris papyrus, I cannot confidently identify any notable stopovers mentioned in that particular source. The context focuses more on the endpoints and logistics of the journey rather than intermediate stops along the way. Further research would be needed to uncover any such details about the specific route. These ancient trade routes would have involved sailing across the Red Sea, around the Horn of Africa, and then traversing the Arabian Sea and Indian Ocean to reach the Malabar coast of India where Muziris was located. The papyrus mentions that the trade expedition involved a merchant and financier from Alexandria, suggesting the routes connected major commercial hubs in the Roman Empire with the thriving port city of Muziris. Based on the broader historical context of ancient Indian Ocean trade routes, some of the common stopovers and intermediate ports along these maritime networks included Red Sea ports, Myos Hormuz, modern Qusair, and Berenaik on the Egyptian Red Sea coast were important hubs for the transition from Mediterranean to Indian Ocean trade. Ports like Adulis in Eritrea also served as stopover points. Arabian Peninsula, Aden in modern-day Yemen, was a key entry port connecting the Red Sea and Indian Ocean trade. Ports on the southern coast of Arabia, like Sumhuram, Khor Rori in Oman, facilitated trade. The island of Socotra off the Horn of Africa was another significant stopover location. East African ports. Rabta on the Tanzanian coast was an important trading settlement. Ports like Apon, near modern-day Mogadishu, Somalia, also served as intermediary points. Indian subcontinent. As we delve into the Muziris papyrus and its ties to Tamil Nadu's maritime heritage, we are reminded of the rich tapestry of history, woven by human ingenuity, courage, and an insatiable thirst for knowledge and prosperity. This remarkable archaeological document, the Muziris papyrus, highlights the success and influence of ancient Tamil merchants in their extensive maritime trade. It reveals that Alexandrian investors were willing to lend vast sums to their country merchants for doing business with Muziris in Tamil Nadu, trusting in their business acumen and the lucrative opportunities in the Tamil region. The wealth and commercial prowess of ancient Tamil merchants were renowned worldwide. The existence of the original Muziris papyrus is a significant validation of this historical narrative. The Kerala government is deeply involved in efforts to revive the prosperity of the Muziris port. Similarly, we should focus on studying other ancient ports like Pumbukar and Korkai. 3 years ago, I wrote an article about the Muziris papyrus on Facebook. I compiled such articles into a book titled Silvamalis in Tamil Nadu, published last year, which is available in many online stores. It is essential to spread such news of great Tamil historical pride among the Tamil people. We should also incorporate these stories into our educational curriculum. Don't miss this video if you found it interesting. Subscribe and share it with your friends. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Stay connected with iniyatamilamirtham channel. Do subscribe to iniyatamilamirtham YouTube channel and press the bell button to get more notifications. Annamlai Sugumaran. To read full article in Tamil and English, visit tamilamirthamblog.wordpress.com or visit iniyatamilamirtham YouTube channel. Follow us. Annamlai Sugumaran in Facebook and Instagram.